Hello everybody and welcome to the iCode channel. Today I'm going to show you how to set up the iCode Plus device with the Genesis 6-button controller. Starting with firmware 9.0, these devices started to support the Genesis devices, and it will support all the 6 buttons as well as the start and the mode button, which is kind of like the right finger button there. And it will work with the MiSTer. Here I've got a MiSTer set up, and I'm going to show you how to set that up. Initially, when you first purchase the iCode device and you plug it in, you're going to see an A1 here, which means it's an Atari mode. And the 1 designates that these buttons are going to report to joystick 1 on port 1. And on the port 2, you can have a second Genesis controller as well. But when we switch to Genesis, both ports will switch to Genesis together. So the first thing you want to do before you get going is you want to switch the device to MiSTer, because if you don't, switch the device to Genesis, because if you don't and you connect your Genesis controller to it, you'll notice that it might detect it like a paddle or a joystick, and even if it, it might like do crazy things and it won't react very, very well. So what you want to do is you want to press the green and the red buttons together to go to the menu. And then notice W is for other settings. So I'm going to push W. And then for console, notice that it's a G, which is the green button. And I'm going to switch it from Atari. Push it. It's going to go to Coleco mode. And if I push it again, it's going to go to Genesis. So you want to have this on Genesis. And you want to have MiSTer on off. MiSTer mode on is only for paddles, for Atari paddles. So ignore the MiSTer, leave it at off, please. And that should do it for you. Now, if you go back to the menu, you'll notice that now the stick is detected correctly. And if I press some of the buttons, here, let me zoom in for you so you can see. If I push A, the button on the top left is blinking. If I push B, the right button blinks. So both A and B are working. A, B. And then C, you'll see a little C come up on the bottom right corner. And then X, Y, and Z you'll see X, Y in the middle there, and Z in the top right corner. And then pressing mode, you also see M in the bottom left corner. So all the buttons are functional, and then start is S in the middle bottom as well. So that's how you can see all the directions are also working. So it is operating. Now to map your MiSTer, what you want to do is when you first turn on your MiSTer, go to the main menu by pushing the escape key on your keyboard and go down to define joystick buttons with the MiSTer and the dual device and the Genesis controller connected in Genesis mode. Make sure you're on mode 1. Mode 1 means these buttons are reporting to port 1. If you're not on 1, before you go into the mode, you want to switch the modes by pushing the blue and the yellow buttons, toggles through different modes. Make sure you go to mode 1 before you start. Sorry, I missed that. But once you've done that, then come to this define joystick buttons. And it's asking me to push right. So I'm going to push right, down. And then I don't have a tilt, so I'm going to push the user button to skip. Skip. Now it's actually doing the mapping. So I'm going to do right, left, down, up. Button A, button B, button X, button Y. Left, we don't have a left button, so we're going to skip by pushing the user. Right, I'm going to press this button here. And for select, make sure you pick C, because on the MiSTer, C is mapped to the select on the core. And then start, make sure you push the start button. And then skip everything else. So I'm going to skip the mouse movements. I'm going to keep pushing the user button here until we get to menu. For menu, I like to push both the black and the white at the same time. And then for menu OK, you can push the A button. And for back, B button. And then skip the tilts. And you're done. Okay, so let's check out a quick game here. I'm going to push escape. And I'm going to go to console. And bring up a Genesis. And see how it goes. And I'm going to load a game that I know supports all 3 buttons, which is, I think, Street Fighter. I think there's versions of this that works with 6 buttons too, but I don't have that one. But it should work fine. So it's Street Fighter. Street Fighter 2. All right. So we'll load this one and see. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and press the start button to skip through these cutscenes here. Okay, so let's move down and see if how down is working. Up, down is working, up is working. And I'm going to go to options by pushing start. See? And then I'm going to go down and notice the buttons here can be configured for key configuration for left, middle, or right, or high, low, mid attacks for player 1. I'm going to go ahead and push A button here. Actually, I think you have to push start. No, it wasn't start. Didn't do it correctly. Start again. Down to options. Start. Okay. Oh yeah, okay, it goes to the right. I had to go to the right to get to these. So I can go on the one I want. So let's say I want this one instead of A to be B. I push B. Notice that it changed it. If I push this one to be C, C is not working. So I think it's mapped to this key. Actually, it looks like when I mapped, I was wrong. When it asks you for a right, you should press the C button on right on the game device, and then it will work. So let's that's pretty much it. But I'm going to keep going on the video just to do a reset and show you guys real quick the remapping process. Go ahead and do that one more time. Just get this right the correct way. Again, I'm going to push escape. Find joystick buttons. Right. There's no tilt, so I'm going to skip. Okay. Right, left, down, up, A, B, X, Y. We don't have a left, which we're going to skip. Right, we pushed the right last time. Instead, I'm going to push C. And then select we don't have. I want to just push Z. And then start, I want to push start. Okay. And then we're going to go ahead and skip the rest. I don't care about the menu for now. I'd put these 2 buttons. And then menu OK was A. And B was back. Then skip user. Okay. So let's go ahead and give that one more try. Genesis. Go to core. Street Fighter. Okay. Check it out here. Cut through the scenes by pushing the start button. Okay. Go down to options. Start. Go down. Go to the right here. Okay, let me see if C works now. There we go. Now C works. And let's see. I wanted to change it to B or A. Yeah, it's all working correctly. So we'll leave it in the default A for this one, B for this one, C for this one, and there you have it. So let's go ahead and give it a go. Start. Right. Right. Right, so right, left, down, jump. And then, yep, up is working. Wonderful. Awesome. Man, I haven't played this in a while. I'm gonna get addicted to this. Better stop before I get too hooked on this. Come back to it later on. All right. Well, I hope this was helpful. If you enjoyed it, give me a thumbs up. If you have questions and comments, leave them below. And until next time, take care.